What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I do videos based on faith and lifestyle. And I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but I wanted to come on and basically continue to document my health journey. There's so many things that have happened, like from last year to this year, but I was just telling a friend like how I want to be transparent about my journey because it's not a perfect journey. And I think a lot of us get caught up in this whole, like, you know, well, I'm going to speak for myself, and I feel like a lot of other people get stuck in this idea of like perfection, of like, you know, if I start something, if it's not perfect, it's not right and I have to start over, or I failed. And I think something that God has been dealing with me on is this whole idea of legalism when it comes to food. And at first, like, legalism wasn't something that I thought about, especially like when it came to me, because I have this certain idea in my head about what legalism looks like. And for me, again, I felt like God opened up my eyes basically in this area of food and how I was being legalistic about food and my relationship with food, how I view food, and how God actually purposed food for us as humanity. So for me, I want to take y'all throughout this journey, which is something I've been doing sort of inconsistently, but I want to be more consistent about bringing you along with something that I'm passionate about and something that I just feel like God has put on my heart as far as like burdening me about. And our journeys aren't going to be the same. Whatever I do might not be the same for you. But just to share a little bit, I do in this season feel like God has called me back to a plant-based lifestyle. So again, I'm going to be taking you all throughout this journey. I won't explain it all here, but I just wanted to come on and just update you all and just kind of give you a little bit of encouragement, because from last year to this year, I put on weight again. And for me, that was a big area of shame. And I felt like it was also an area that God wanted me to be vocal about with other people in my life. And for a long time, I kind of shied away from talking to those people. Again, just because of shame and guilt and things like that, because I'm also a representative, you know, here where I am for health and fitness, and myself, I'm struggling so much. But at the same time, I think there is, and it's biblical to think sharing those burdens one to another, but also bringing things to light, those areas of guilt and shame, but just like acknowledging those things, bringing them before God, and then sharing them with other people, not to like make you feel some sort of way about your life decisions, but to hold you accountable and to help support you in the things that you're doing. Because you guys, God, like in sharing this burden and sharing this area of shame, I felt like God has done so much already. Like, I feel like this whole process of me just releasing this, bringing these things to light, I don't even know the words. I feel like God is already doing, God is doing a new thing like in my life. And it's an area, like I said, health, fitness, just living holistically. A holistic gospel has been a burden for me. And again, food is the area that I feel like God speaks to me a lot, and just also been pretty much one of my biggest struggle areas in my life. And of course, we use things, physical things, to cover up deeper spiritual rooted things. But at the same time, you have to eat to live. And this can be something that a lot of people use. And I feel like my journey and being open and transparent with what's going on with me can be helpful for someone else. Because we often see the end of the transformation. We see the beginning, we see the end, but we don't see what someone, not that you've reached a place once you get to your goal. You have to and I think I talked about this in another video, it's easier to get to a goal because there's something satisfying. There's a release of like certain hormones, certain chemicals in your body when you're attaining certain goals. But to keep up something consistently, even when you're not motivated, like even when you're not physically motivated, to have the discipline, that's the word I'm looking for, to have the discipline to live something out, is a different story. Motivation is different than actually having that discipline. So I want to be able to live a disciplined life, but I also want to be able to do that in freedom. Again, discipline is a fruit of the spirit. So I know myself, like, even though right now it feels like, man, this is kind of like, you know, just thinking about all those things. Like I told someone, it's like almost like Adam and Eve in the garden. Like they had all of these things that they could choose from, but it was like the focus was they couldn't have this fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And it's like they chose to focus on this one thing, or even dwell on that one thing that they couldn't have, even though, you know, God had warned them about it. For us, or for me, even in this journey, I'm thinking, you know, how I feel in this season called to being plant-based. I'm thinking, my initial thought was, man, I can't have meat, I can't have cheese, I can't have all these animal products. But then I was like, I'm solely focusing on this. Like, really, when you think about meat, there are only so many meats. There's so many other foods out there that are not animal products that we can eat. There's so much you can be creative with, so many areas of freedom in that. And so I am choosing to dwell on that, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to come on again and update you all about where I am, and I want to take you on some of my journey. So hopefully I'll be able to get in some exercise videos, some of my cardio days, some of my strength training days, different things like that. And yeah, let's do this thing together. I said this in another video, but listen, life is a journey. I'm not calling this a restart. I'm just calling this a part of my journey continuing. So thank you all for just walking with me through these different videos that I share, even though, again, I haven't been consistent. But thank you all out there who are listening, and I pray that something that I'm saying, something that I'm doing is reaching somebody, even if it's one person. This is something that I'm passionate about, living holistically. I did start a video about some of what I eat in a day, so that might be one of my next videos for you all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.